Group 4 project, we are investigating the effect that tempo has on heart rate and blood pressure. Blood pressure is pretty self-explanatory. It's the pressure of the blood within the circulatory system. Immediate changes in blood pressure are caused by physical and emotional stimuli. A normal blood pressure is 120 over 80, and the blood pressure reading has two numbers. The first and higher number is a measure of systolic pressure, which is the pressure in the arteries when the heart beats and fills them with blood. The second number is a measure of diastolic pressure, which is the pressure of the arteries when the heart beats, when the heart rests between beats, I mean. We are expecting rises in blood pressure rather than decreases because low blood pressure that is immediate is associated with standing for long periods of time, and all our subjects sat for the entirety of the experiment. So our hypothesis is that heart rate is going to be more affected by the music than the blood pressure because changes in blood pressure are associated with extremely emotional stimuli, and listening to the music that we have selected is not going to be extremely emotionally stimulating.
So there are many external factors that can affect your heart rate, but we're going to really focus on those that are linked to emotion. So heart rate is easily affected by an outside stressor or emotional stimulus. For example, if you're watching a scary movie and you get really freaked out, your heart rate's going to speed up because that's adrenaline being secreted and causing that biological response. But we know that music can evoke great emotion, and a lot of this emotion stems not only from the lyrics but from the tempo and style of the music. So in order to eliminate that possible confusion with lyrics, we used straight guitar instrumental music for hours.
One variable we encountered was the fact that some of our subjects could not be as into the music based on the genre. For example, we started out using piano music, but we realized that's not as popular, so we changed it to guitar music of varying tempos for these subjects to listen to. Another factor we had to control was outside stimuli. So with our subjects, we asked them to close their eyes and we asked them to relax. One variable we had is in order to measure heart rate, we had to touch the other individuals. To avoid excess stimuli, we had us of the experimenters of the same gender work with subjects of the same gender in terms of heart rate.
We only had one main significant adjustment that we had to make, and it was right before the experiment started. So to begin with, we were going to use piano instrumentals that we had already found the tempos for and everything, and we were ready to use them. But then we all got to talking, and that was not going to work. So we decided to use guitar instrumentals because they'd be more likely to elicit a change in heartbeat / blood pressure, because guitar is more apparent and present in what teens like today.
Our hypothesis was somewhat correct because heart rate was indeed affected. We expected the heart rate to rise with the increased tempos, but instead it decreased. We came to the conclusion that the heart rate is affected by the music rather than the tempo. A possible explanation for the results is that music is known to calm people because it releases the brain chemical dopamine, which is associated with pleasure.